Hi, I'm Bea and I'm part of the team here at the SeaCity Museum, and today we're in our Titanic exhibition. Now, one of the things that people find really fascinating about the Titanic is that it's kind of a snapshot of a lost world, of how society was at that time. And one of the things that I find the most interesting is that it shows us all of the new technologies that people were starting to embrace. And an example of that is this telephone here. There were lots of telephones on the Titanic. They were only used to communicate within the ship rather than to shore at that time. But quite famously, they were used by the people in the crow's nest to call down and warn about the iceberg. But the telephones are only one example of how technology was used on the Titanic. In fact, it's really how electricity was used. It was used in lots of ways that hadn't been seen on that many ships beforehand, like new elevators to take people around the ship, and also to control the famous watertight doors that were supposedly going to stop the Titanic from sinking. They were controlled by a control panel on the bridge, and it was really easy for the captain to just flick a switch and try and bring the doors down when the Titanic hit the iceberg. But unfortunately, we all know it wasn't as successful as he hoped it would be. But possibly the most useful way that electricity was used on the Titanic was in the Marconi Morse code machine. And this was how Titanic did communicate with people on the mainland. And when Titanic hit the iceberg, they put out the distress call using this new technology.